Hey. Oh, it's a party now. Grand rising, everyone. Welcome to Mindset Camp. Lower this into there. It looks dark. All right. Let's go. So, sorry I missed camp yesterday, you guys. I was still fighting whatever sickness it was that I got over the weekend. It's kind of off and on in waves. But we are here again today. So, yes. A part of being consistent is continuing to press forward. Okay, even if you miss a day, you miss a step, you make a mistake, you fall short, getting back up and doing it again. Just get up and try again. Keep going. That's what we must focus on. All right, so positive affirmation playing cards. I am going to shuffle these cards and we're going to see what our affirmation of the day is. Thank you. Grand rising, everybody. All right. So these are regular playing cards, 52 card deck, little pity pat. All right, little spades. But on the inside of the card there is, ooh, I like the message on this one. I like the message on this one. I give myself space to grow and learn. I like that. We need to give ourselves a little grace too in the learning process, because we tend to beat ourselves up when we don't get things right away. So, God, will you please, as I shuffle these cards, would you please just get a little message, whatever message we need for the day to pop out for us, enlighten us, help keep us encouraged, keep our mental defenses up when dealing with people who got issues. While we're dealing with people, we want to lead with a graceful disposition, and we want to stay on our path and impact our goals. We want to be in alignment today. All right, let's go. We'll do these two cards. All right. Wow. Somebody's not letting go of something, because this one came back up again. Today I abandon my old habits and take up new, more positive ones. I think we need to contemplate on this one a little more, because this came up last time also. This one, I am becoming closer to my true self every day. All right, now. I'm becoming closer to my true self every day. And again, we got some habits that we need to let go of. And you know if it's you. You know if you're the one who's got some habits to let go of and replace with some new, good, positive habits. This is a hard one. Maybe that's why it came back up. It's hard to let go of your bad habits. You know what your bad habits are. Only you do. And maybe some other people might know that there's some of your bad habits too, but, you know, we just stay respectful. We don't say nothing. We don't say much. But we recognize if this is you. And you may have some habits you got to shed, like laziness, procrastination, negative thinking, smoking. What's the habit you got to let go of for this to keep coming back up? Because, yeah, I prayed as I was shuffling, so I'm just going to say this come from God, all right? Because I asked God to deliver this message to me. Today I abandoned my old habits to take up new, more positive ones. Let's go. Let's do it. What's holding you back from making those changes? You got to do it. You got to change. I am becoming closer to my true self every day. You will not be able to get closer to your true self unless you shed these habits. This got to happen first. You're trying to do a renewal of yourself. You're trying to become a better person. You're working on becoming a better person, and you are. But you got to let go of, there's some habits that's holding you back from being able to be your true self. Because the self that you are right now that you're unsatisfied with is not actually your true self. That's circumstantial. That's the self that is just full of circumstances. The circumstances life has given you, the things that you've gone through, the things that you continue to suffer through for no reason. We've talked about that a couple weeks ago. about suffering for no damn reason. And why are you allowing yourself to continue to suffer for nothing? You're sitting there suffering, and the suffering is not leading you any closer to your true self. Then there's no point in you choosing to suffer. Suffering is a choice, okay? It's totally a choice to sit up there and do nothing about your situation. Sitting up there and doing nothing about your situation is choosing to suffer. Don't you want to get closer to your true self? Don't you want to be closer to your true self? Because your true self is happy. It's not easily affected by little hiccups and things that happen throughout the day and along the way. Your true self is a positive thinker. Your true self does not beat yourself up, doesn't call you dumb or stupid or talk about all these shoulda, woulda, couldas. That's not your true self. Your true self is accepting of like every part of you in your learning stages. Okay? But we got to let go of these bad habits that's holding us back. We got to let go of the negative thinking, the negative Nancy's in our lives. Excuse me. And the negative things that we just know. We just know that it's time to let it go. So what's holding you back from letting these things go? You need to write it down. Write down your old habits, the bad habits. And then you need to choose what you're going to replace it with. Okay, so go ahead and do that. If you did not do that last time, do it today. And do it now so that you can move closer to being your true self. Okay? Move closer to being who you really are, what you're really striving for. Oh, this is my first YouTube. I'm honored that it's with you. Oh, hey, Sparkle Bailey. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Sharice. People been working on your nerves. Yes, people do be working. People work on your nerves. But this is the thing. We need to recognize what it is inside of us, because we can't blame it all on people. People are going to do what people do. But have you noticed that some people are just naturally not as bothered by people as others are? And some of us are bothered by everything. So we need to make some changes on our perceptions so that we're not so easily bothered. People are going to be people. Children, our children are going to be children, which are little reflections of us. Okay, little reflections of our inner feelings, thoughts, and emotions. That's what our children turn out to be. But we need to conquer ourselves so that people don't get on our nerves. That would be better, because we can't change people, but we can change how we respond. We can change our triggers. If certain things that are getting on our nerves is just things that that is just human nature type stuff, like we all have pet peeves, we don't need to cling too strongly to our personal pet peeves, because we could be then aggravating ourselves, causing ourselves to be aggravated by clinging on to things that don't even matter that much, being upset by things that really don't matter that much. I know people, we tend to think that people get in our way, but maybe they're not getting in our way. Maybe they're just living their lives, okay? And everything is not supposed to just be laid out on a path for only us, for things to just be perfect just for us, and not anyone else. Because maybe for your path to be laid out and for things to be perfect for you, where nothing is getting your way, maybe it has to cause inconveniences for somebody else. Is your perfectly laid path an inconvenience for someone else? And is their perfectly laid path causing a slight inconvenience for you? It could, but that's human nature, and that's just the push and pull of life. So we need to become less bothered. We need to become less bothered by other people. We need to care less about the little things we know they're going to do, especially when it comes to our kids, especially with the kids. We already know what their tendencies are. We already know the people around us pretty much what their tendencies are. And if they do little things along the way that may be a little aggravating, let's just take some deep breaths. Let's calm and center and say, this don't even matter. Because it don't. This don't even matter. Let me just get through it, clean it up, avoid it, drive around it, whatever it could be. It don't matter. And that's how you need to carry that same energy. If people are getting on your nerves throughout the day, you need to bring it upon yourself to be like, this shit don't matter, period. Yesterday, someone was trying to get me riled up about something that they were really passionate about that I don't have the headspace for. They're super passionate about what they were trying to talk to me about. Super, super passionate. And their passion about what they were talking about was a cause for me to have to do something. Like, I need you to do this, and this. And I'm super passionate about it. And I'm upset that this, and this, that you have not done it and that you're not doing it. And I'm like, look, I can't care about this right now. I'm like, seriously, I understand that you're passionate about this. And your feelings about this is totally valid. And I actually do agree with you. Thing is, I cannot be passionate about it right now because I have other things that's going on that takes precedence. So because I can't be passionate with you about this, where in this situation can you see yourself stepping in to help the situation? Where can you help? You might have a little bit more time on your hands than I do to take care of this matter, which is important and pressing. But since I don't have the time to do it, can you step in and help me any type of way? And that's how I handled the situation. And I was like, I don't have the energetic space to discuss this with you. And I don't have the time to complete this task that you're asking me to do. But if you are willing to step in and help me in any way with completing this task, I would greatly appreciate it. And that's how I kept myself from being totally aggravated by something that I totally can't control. I just can't control it. There's nothing I can do about it. Time does not permit. But as soon as time makes way and I'm finished doing the things that are more important, then I will take care of that thing that you are talking about. So yes, people are going to have their own set of criteria and things in their mind of what they feel needs to be done and all this kind of stuff. But you can only do what you can do. And you can't allow yourself to get aggravated by other people's opinions on what it is they feel you need to do or what they need done. Stop letting other people aggravate you. Don't let nobody aggravate you. Okay, just tell yourself, I don't care. I can't care about this right now. Or tell the person, I can't care about this right now. I got other things that's taking precedence right now that I'm actually working on that you don't see because you're not with me 24/7. So you don't know what I'm working on while I'm in my home. So I'm going to have to just release this, okay? We're going to have to release this. So anyways, this is going to be my message for you guys today. I want you to go into today remembering to abandon your old habits. You're still doing it, okay? Since the last time we talked about it, you're still doing it, whatever it is. If you're still smoking, if you're still gossiping with your bad friend who wants to talk about her boyfriend all day, who she ain't gonna leave, who might be kicking her ass or whatever it is, okay? That's part of those bad habits, getting off that goddamn phone. Get off that phone and stop gossiping, okay? Bad habits to get rid of. Scrolling on Instagram endlessly. You're not even looking for inspiration. You're not even looking for, let me look for inspiration for me to repost for my business. You're not even doing that. You're just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Just taking in all this crap and junk. We're going to stop doing that, okay? We're going to put our foot down today. We're going to put some timers on ourselves. Just like you put timers on children, we're going to put some timers on ourselves so that we're not scrolling all day. We're going to cut back on some of that Netflix. That's some of these habits that we're about to change. We're cutting back on Netflix. We're not watching hours and hours and hours of Netflix. We're not watching movie after movie after movie of Netflix. And we're not watching whole series, a whole marathon of a series on Netflix because we got stuff to do. Okay? We're not going to be sitting up here talking about, oh, damn, you so stupid, you so dumb, talking to ourselves. Saying, just giving us a whole bunch of negative self-talk. Man, you're just the dumbest person in the world. No, you're not. and stop telling yourself those type of terrible lies. And then you also need to choose what are the good habits that you're going to replace these bad habits with. Okay, you have to replace it. We pray all the time. We're like, God, please remove all the negativity from my body. Remove all of the darkness and the hate and all of the ill will. Just remove all of that evilness from my body. And then you also need to pray, and God, replace it with white light. Replace it with love. Replace it with peace. Because you don't want to empty it, remove it from you, and then you just leave yourself an open, empty vessel, and you didn't even put up your defenses. You're going to have some demons creeping back in. So we're going to remove those bad habits. And then we're going to decide what good habits we're going to replace with them. Okay? All right. Having that candy bar for lunchtime. If you're a security guard. I used to be a security guard for a long time. Having that candy bar. Go have a salad instead. Okay? Another one. Having a habit of going out to eat for lunch every day at work. Make your food. Bring your food with you. That's a bad habit, eating out every single day for lunch at work. Make your food, bring it with you. All right. I'm becoming closer to my true self every day. If we start to make these positive changes in our lives, we'll be closer to becoming our true selves. Okay, the person who you are meant to be, who you really are. You just got a little extra baggage on your bag, lady. You just got to take some of that baggage off. That's all. That baggage, them bad habits. Okay, so we can move closer into being our true selves. So, guys, what is our mantra? I am a person with problems, okay? Dealing with people with problems. And I do what? I choose to lead with grace. So, I'm going to leave y'all with this. Y'all have an outstanding day. And, info session. People who are dealing with herpes, who's having trouble struggling with herpes or HPV, hit me up. Session. Text the word session to 404-737-1371 to come to my free health class on Monday. See y'all later. Bye.